These three companies who have joined us today are going to tell you about their company, and they have essentially 5 minutes to get across why they exist and why you should care, what they do, and what they think you can do to help them grow as a company.
I'm transported to the waiting room of a doctor's office, and there's a black spot in the center of my vision. This is simulating macular degeneration, the leading cause of vision loss in Americans over age 65. I'm struggling to hear because, like 15 million Americans Alfred's age, he suffers from high-frequency hearing loss. We definitely have had discussions, even like the Department of Education has a grant that they've put out now for simulation-based training, and a big part of that is how do we connect all of these people together so that we can all leverage each other's tools to make something really meaningful.
89% of the population in this country now has a smartphone, and yet we're doing advocacy work the same way we've been doing advocacy work, the same way we've been doing polling. Grassroots, boots on the ground, paper and pens, and people standing there and trying to get people's attention. From a funding perspective, they typically get funded by industry, trade associations, nonprofits, things of that nature.
We're going to build you a tool. It's going to be an internal tool that's going to help solve those two problems that we talked about. First of which is building a public profile that would allow Snap Mobile to call out, here's our perfect customer, here's what we do, here's who we do it for, and ideally who we're looking to meet. And oh, by the way, a referral commission that will pay for anyone who can introduce us to a closed deal. Secondarily, we needed to be able to stay top of mind for our referral partners. So we built a messaging system and a mobile app that allowed us to stay top of mind for the people who are sending us introductions.
The more data that we get, the better experience that we can build for you. And as long as we're using it in the right way, right, we're thinking about privacy and we're thinking about protection, and our users ultimately trust us as a brand, we will have success. So data is critical.
I'm Scott Katoon. I'm the CEO and host of Technori.